Intersections of Our Lives is a collaboration between National Latina Institute, In Our Own Voice, and the National Asian Pacific American Women's Forum. It is a vision for a world where we work together because we are only free as long as all of us are free.
Essentially, what we're saying is if you come after one of us, you come after all of us.
And what the intersections are is looking at the commonalities that we have. What do we face in terms of barriers to being able to determine if, when, and how to create a family?
Las leyes han cambiado y cambian según el gobierno necesita ciertas cosas y siempre hay unos puntos donde cada tipo cultural, cada grupo cultural ha tenido el mismo tipo de problemas, ya sea de sus derechos de inmigración o sus derechos de sistemas reproductivos o sus derechos como inmigrantes. Y el poder ver ese tipo de unión es sumamente poderoso.
Reproductive justice is an intersectional concept. It's a human rights concept that says there are all these different pieces that impact on the lives of women of color.
I am not a woman on Monday, an immigrant on Tuesday, a mom on Wednesday, right? Like I'm those things every single day of my life, all of it.
This is about building a grassroots movement of women of color who can say to both parties, we matter. Our voices matter, our lives matter, and that you cannot ignore us anymore.
I often travel to Washington, D.C. for meetings, and oftentimes the halls do not reflect the color of our country. They are much whiter, much older, and much more male-dominant than what I would see out on the streets.
We're really thrilled to be able to come together for the first time in this historic gathering where we have 300 women of color, trans, gender nonconforming communities coming together to fight for reproductive justice. We're bringing the stories, the voices, the experiences, and the solutions of our communities to members of Congress.
The issues that we're raising during our meetings, visits with legislators and their staff, are on the HEAL Act and the Each Woman Act.
The reality that brings us all together is our universal need for healthcare and our access to our needs, such as abortion care. We want Medicaid to be able to cover that because there's so many people across all races, across all ideologies that are low income, that can't afford it, who should be able to afford it because their lives, their entire lives could be impacted by that one decision.
The best part of this Advocacy Day was watching Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley and Congresswoman Veronica Escobar give inspiring speeches where they encourage our communities to lift their voices.
We shake the table. We call the question. We are the preservers of democracy. We are the truth tellers. We are the seekers of justice. And so today you honor that long tradition.
My big hope is that people who got to know each other this time around will go back to their states and keep that going.
My advocacy is going to look different on so many levels because I had the opportunity to sit at the table with other women of color and share our experiences. So it's easy for me to bring their stories back to the legislators I speak to either change or create policy that's going to impact all of our lives and not just my own. I recommend joining this coalition of women of color because first off, we're badass and we can't do it without you. We need you. Remember, one voice, one sound. We create power when we're all together.